You are not going back to that apartment by yourself.
That's right, I'm not. Jumbo's going with me. Now, will you get me my suitcase?
If you think I'm going to lift one finger to help you leave, you're crazy. Alex, will you talk?
Alex can console you after I've left. In the meantime, you can get the hell out of here.
I'm not going anywhere, Jack. Neither are you.
Oh, yeah?
Because if I have to, I'll block that door physically.
Try it, huh?
Jack.
What in the name of heaven is happening in here? I'm laying down with a nap for little John, and next thing I know, I'm dreaming that we've been invaded.
No more talk. No more explanations. Get me my damn suitcase.
I will not.
All right, lower your voices, both of you, before you wake up the child. What about a suitcase? What is this?
Maeve, come on out of the living room and I'll explain, okay?
Oh, yeah, right, Alex. Hey, don't forget to explain to her how I found you down in the kitchen with your arms around my wife.
Oh, will you stop now? If you could just hear yourself, it's so sad, and it's so far from the truth.
Okay, well, let's just skip it, huh? Because I'm afraid if we talk about it, I'll say things that I regret.
We were in the kitchen. Mary was telling me about the annulment. We were talking about Jack freely, openly. Mary was telling me how much she loved him. When Jack, for some reason or other, took it into his head to come looking for her.
Oh, that was my fault. I sent him down to find her, to make one more effort.
Well, what he found was Mary in tears, my arms around her. He came towards us. He slipped, his cane went out from under him, and he fell down.
Is he hurt?
No, he's shaken. And he's insisting on going home.
To Weehawken Street?
I'm afraid so.
With Mary?
No. No, he's called his friend Jumbo to come and pick him up. He's planning on asking him to stay with him for a couple of days.
That is no solution. That man's going to end up in a hospital.
Yes, he could very well.
What is he trying to do to himself? I think he's taken leave of his senses.
Well, Maeve, in a very real way, that's just about it. Now, why don't you try and talk to him, okay?
Talk. Well, I'll do what I can.
Look, if you're not going to get my suitcase, you got nothing further to say, I wish you'd go out in the living room and leave me alone.
No.
There's one or two things that need saying.
Join us.
Join us?
Join us. Join us.
At the table.
Get ready for The Chew, a new talk show where everyone brings something to the table.
To make a creamy soup without the cream, use tofu.
For fresh ingredients, nothing beats local.
This local enough for you?
Treat yourself to something delicious.
If you love beef, try pastrami instead of bacon on your burger.
Make every recipe your very own.
Join The Chew. Weekdays. Coming Monday, September 26th. Only on ABC.
Tired of shedding hair everywhere? So you try to groom your dog, but it pulls and hurts. He doesn't want to stay, so he just runs away. And when you clean the brush, it hurts you too. Introducing the all-new Shed Pal, the pet-preferred vacuum-powered grooming system that fits right in your hand, while the soothing purr of the quiet motor pulls in the shedding hair without the pain of wire bristles scratching the skin. When the canister is full, just open, turn on, and eject. No mess, no pain. The secret is the massaging nubs on the U-shaped brush that gently gather the hair while the recessed rotating motor sucks it into the canister. Watch as the hair is grabbed and vacuumed up in just seconds. Harsh bristles really can hurt short-haired dogs and don't work well. Your short-haired dog will love the massaging action of the Shed Pal. Even the most finicky cat will sit and enjoy being groomed with the Shed Pal. The Shed Pal protects long-haired dogs from painful snagging and pulling. Even curly-haired dogs that hardly shed love the massaging grooming action of the Shed Pal that removes loose hair, dirt, and debris without painful pulling and tangling. Groom your dog right on your couch and watch the canister fill with shedding hair instead of the fur flying everywhere. and you'll enjoy the ease and convenience. Get your vacuum-powered Shed Pal today for only $19.95. Call now and get the fabric hair removing head absolutely free. Instantly and easily removes pet hair from clothes, furniture, even your car. But wait, call right now and we'll double the entire offer, plus send you a bonus Crazy Critter. Just pay separate processing. Look, dogs everywhere go crazy for the plush stuffing-free Crazy Critter. A $50 value all for just $19.95. Order right now and find out about free shipping.
Call 1-800-682-5997 to get your Shed Pal. But hurry, we're giving away a bonus Shed Pal and Crazy Critter with all of today's orders. So call 1-800-682-5997 and find out about free shipping. That's 1-800-682-5997. Call now.
Yeah, come in.
Good evening, Dr. Polak.
Roger.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt whatever it is that has you working this late, but I wanted to ask a few questions about my sister.
Which sister?
Oh, Gillian, who's still not allowed visitors.
Bill Wolf is Gillian's obstetrician.
Yes, well, Dr. Wolf has been in delivery since 3 o'clock this afternoon, and the charge nurse told me that he just had another patient admitted, so he'll be there until about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Obstetrics is a cruel master. Well, at any rate, I understand that you've been consulted on Jill's case. Though why is still not entirely clear to me, I hoped you could give me a progress report.
She's doing fine, Roger. Complete rest and isolation have reversed the odds.
Then she'll carry to term.
Right now, things look pretty good.
I must say, I am delighted.
Is there something else?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Well, as you know, I've spent the better part of a year in a state of unemployment. Fortunately, I was able to regard the first 6 months or so as a vacation. But lately, I've been doing a lot of self-examination.
Have you?
You see, it's the first time since my father died that I've had a chance to relax and think about my life.
And did you like what you found, Roger?
Not entirely. No. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I've had some regrets. I've had some dark nights. Having what I believe some people call a feeling of repentance. Although, I don't regret everything that I've done. You see, I think that my choice of being a doctor was correct. And I would like to return to that as soon as possible.
Roger, I've never had the slightest doubt that you're a fine doctor and an unusually gifted surgeon.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that, because then it makes the proposal I have for you a bit more acceptable.
You want to go back to work?
Yes. Here at Riverside. I was wondering if you would consider reinstating me as a second-year resident for a period of only 6 months. Now, at the end of that time, if for any reason you question my performance or my personal behavior, you can let me go.
A 6-month trial, huh?
And if I come up to your standards, you will allow me to continue my residency.
Roger, why in the world would you want to come back to a place where all of your colleagues know as much about your personal life as they do here?
Well, I've always been a true believer that there are only 200 people in the entire world. So wherever I go,
but
anyone...
here it's so much closer to home.
But that's exactly it. This is my home. Both of my sisters are here. My father devoted his life and his energy to Riverside. I was raised to work in this hospital, and I'm desperate to get back to it.
Well, you see, that may be all the more reason for you to get a fresh point of view. Too much involvement with one institution can affect a physician's judgment, won't it?
But caring about where one works is so important.
Look, Roger, the point is that you are a fine surgeon. Now, you can get an appointment someplace else. It isn't as if this were the only possibility open for you.
But it's the only opportunity I want.
Then I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. See, one of the most appealing things about being chief of services is that you get to pick the people you want to work with. I don't choose to work with you. Hello. Yes, this is Dr. Bolai. Operator, could you hold that call for a moment, please? Yes, thank you. I have a long-distance call.
If you don't mind, I'll wait.
Well, I'm afraid that won't be convenient. Roger, there's nothing else to talk about.
Then may I hope that everything I've said here tonight, every word, you'll remember?
I will. Good night, Roger.
Good night.
Yes, operator, I'm ready on that call now.
Seneca, it's Frank Ryan.
Hello, Frank. That sounds like a terrific party.
Oh, there's a patio downstairs just outside my room, and some of the folks are having a wedding celebration.
Oh, sounds like fun. Maybe you could crash it.
Listen, I've been trying to reach Bill Wolf since 6 o'clock your time, and I haven't been able to get through to him, so I'm calling you.
Gillian's doing fine. In fact, she's improving.
Is the baby safe?
That's the way it looks.
Oh, does she know I'm here?
She knows you're in the Dominican Republic, and she knows why. She's very pleased.
Good. Will you give her a message for me?
Sure.
Tell her that things are really organized down here, and apparently the divorce is going right on through. I should be home a day or so earlier than I thought.
Look, Frank, there's no hurry. Why don't you stay and get some sun?
Right. About 6 months should suit you nicely.
Now that you mention it.
Now listen, will Jill be able to go home soon?
Well, if things continue the way they are now, I would say she should be discharged about the middle of next week. That's providing she takes care of herself, of course.
That's great. So you'll tell her what's happening and that I'll be home soon.
I will do.
Seneca?
Yeah.
Give her my love, huh?
Of course.
Things really are going well. Good news up there, good news down here. I'll talk to you next week.
Right, Frank. Goodbye. Yeah, things are going well. Gotta make sure they keep on that way.
Jack, I know you were stubborn. I didn't think you were stupid. I mean, if you leave here now and go down to Weehawken Street alone, you're very likely to lose all the ground that you've gained in the past 3 months.
If so, that's my responsibility.
Yes, but I can't bear watching you do it to yourself.
Maeve, I've got a lot of respect, a lot of affection for you. But I'm asking you to lay off because I don't need to be mothered. What I need is to get out of here as fast as I can. Now, the one thing that you can do for me is get me my suitcase, huh?
Well, I'm afraid that I feel pretty much about that suitcase as Mary does. Don't ask me for your help to get out of here.
You're manufacturing a crisis, Jack. It's all in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Nothing's changed. There's no more reason for you to leave here tonight than there was yesterday or last week or last month.
What do you tell me? You and Alex been playing comfort and cuddles in the kitchen for weeks, huh?
No, I am not.
Well, I'm sorry, Mayor. When I managed to get downstairs and I find you in the arms of my best friend, plenty's changed.
He's my friend, too. I'm not all that independent, you know. I need friends. I sometimes even need a little compassion and kindness.
Because I'm so impossible, right? Because I see you and the baby as burdens. Because you're afraid you'll never be able to love me enough.
People who listen on stairways sometimes don't hear the entire conversation. So next time you feel like eavesdropping, make sure you tune in at the beginning.
Hey, Giovanni, what's going on?
We're back here, Jumbo.
Jack, don't go charging out of here tonight. Let's wait until the morning.
Hey, kid, what's happening?
Jack has to explain, Jumbo. I can't. You remember Alex McLean, don't you, Jack's
Hey,
doctor?
let me in. Hiya, Mrs. Ryan.
We're not doing too good here tonight, Jumbo.
I'd appreciate it if the rest of you'd all clear out while I get my things together and explain this to Jumbo.
Hold it. Don't leave. I gotta get the picture. Giovanni.
Jumbo, I'm going back to Weehawken Street tonight. Without Mary. Now, I want you to stay with me a couple days till I find out how much help I really need.
Without Mary?
Look,
You're leaving without Mary?
I'm not gonna sit here and explain the situation in front of a room full of people.
Your wife? Your mother-in-law? Your doctor?
Jumbo. Jack seems to have decided that marrying me was a mistake after all. And he'd had enough of my family and my friends and our baby, and he wants to go home. He's also mad at me and a little bit out of his head. And if he were as well as he thinks he is, I'd ask you to knock some sense into him.
All right, Mary, just leave it now and get out, huh?
Well, not go hide under the bed while you walk out on me, Finelli.
Okay, keep it down. I'm beginning to understand. Is Jack ready to go home yet, Doc?
Absolutely not.
That does. I'm not gonna help you walk away from Mary and the baby. That's crazy. And if you think I'm gonna take you out of here before it's safe, that's even crazier.
Jumbo, I don't need anybody else to tell me what to do. I don't need a watchdog. I don't need a marriage counselor. All I'm asking is for a ride home. Now, can I count on you or not?
Stop yelling. When you calm down, you know where to reach me. Now calm down and try to get some sleep. So long, everybody.
Here.
He's right, you know. I mean, things may look different after a night's sleep.
Don't hold your breath.
You know, what you thought you saw down in the kitchen, Jack, I don't know. But what I was talking to you earlier still stands. The person that Mary loves is you.
Thank you so much, Jumbo.
What's the matter with him anyway?
I wish I had an easy answer.
Keep me posted. If there's anything I can do, I will. This is not a good situation.
You mourn their tragic losses.
No, no, no!
This week, don't miss their unbelievable reunions.
I told you I'd never leave you.
Zach is back for Kendall, and can Dixie's return save JR?
I don't need your help!
You're my son.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC, and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet. It's a week of surprises.
I know the man that I want to be with. That is you.
Star and James spend the night together, and...
I'll let you all know when the results are in.
Two Todd Mannings.
The test is wrong.
And this week, the real one steps forward.
Good God.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC, and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
When you come to eHarmony, I can promise you, we sincerely care about you. I've worked my entire life and counseled thousands of couples to figure out what makes great relationships. And we'll bring all that experience to look out for you every step of the way. Experience the difference of a site that really cares about helping you find a wonderful relationship. Visit eHarmony today and review your compatible matches free.
You have come back for me. Oh, I thought you had left forever, that I would never again feel your soft, warm caress. Wow. Kitty likes that.
Crunchy outside, soft, meaty flavor inside, with only 2 calories per treat. Cats can't resist. Temptation's treats.
Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Well, you look like you're feeling better.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Glad to hear it. Everything quiet? No twinges?
Absolutely none. In fact, the nurses keep reassuring me that I've come through the worst of it, and I shouldn't expect any trouble from here on in.
I won't pretend I'm not pleased.
So am I. Part of me, anyway.
Frank just called me. He wanted me to tell you that everything's going smoothly there and that he'll be home sooner than expected. Oh, yeah, he sends his love.
Thank you.
And I've been thinking about what might happen when he comes home. Now, Jill, you do understand that what's brought this baby through has been rest, quiet, sedation.
Seneca, if you are worried that I'm going to get upset by telling Frank the truth about this baby...
Listen, it has to be terribly difficult for you. Now, I'm willing to postpone if that's possible.
Please don't.
Easy.
No, because I don't want to hear another word about my keeping quiet about this any longer. In the first place, I've reached my point of endurance about the whole business.
I could keep you in isolation a couple more days.
Please don't.
A week?
Seneca, Frank is going to come home, and he's going to want to get married very soon. It's what his family expects. It's what he expects, and it's what I want, too. But, I mean, I can't let him go on making wedding plans without telling the truth about the baby.
Yeah. I wish I could argue with you about that.
Seneca, I have to tell him.
Yes, you do. Jill, is there anything I can do, anything at all, that would make it easier?
Well, I would like to see my sister.
I'll make the arrangements.
Thank you.
Knowing Frank, knowing the temperament of the Ryans, I'm very much afraid you're in for a bad time.
Yeah, so am I.
I hope you remember that I'm here, that there isn't anything I wouldn't do for you.
That's nice to know.
Well, there's something about dark hair and green eyes that I've always found very appealing. There's something about you, about the kind of person you are.
I know, Seneca. Thank you. Did Frank say when he would be home?
No, he didn't say specifically, but I gather that he's trying to get everything settled and come home tomorrow or the day after. And he's coming back.
Tomorrow.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet. People are talking about General Hospital's Laura Wright and her recent Emmy win. Octavia Evans posted on Facebook, "Congrats, it is well deserved." Michelle Taylor adds, "I love Carly on the show. She makes every episode eventful." And Kim Lally agrees, she's a terrific actress. People are talking about General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Find out something new and delicious every day on The Chew.
Everybody's making their own jams and jellies again. I love it.
For more fun, give everybody a different plate.
ABC's The Chew. Weekdays coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
There's a place called Hidden Valley where kids not only eat their vegetables, they can't get enough. Hidden Valley Ranch makes vegetables delectable. There's more from Hidden Valley than just ranch flavor. There's Farmhouse Originals with flavors like blue cheese, Southwest Chipotle, and creamy balsamic. Farmhouse Originals give this valley a whole new flavor.
Attention women, did you have a vaginal mesh or sling implanted during surgery for pelvic organ prolapse or stress urinary incontinence? These vaginal mesh products may cause terrible side effects: mesh movement, erosion into the vaginal wall, bladder, intestines, or uterus, incontinence, painful intercourse, and the need for more surgeries. If you've suffered serious complications from vaginal mesh or sling products, you may be entitled to compensation.
Call 800-200-8811.
There are some things you can't control.
The weather.
The front page. The stock market, obviously. We're hearing the one thing no one wants to hear.
Cancer.
Okay, things you can control.
What you know before treatment.
There's a high risk of infection during chemotherapy.
So don't let anything interrupt your fight against cancer.
Talk to your doctors.
And go to manageyourtreatment.com.
There are some things you can't control.
But this you honestly can.
Theirs is a once-in-a-lifetime romance.
I love you. I want to prove it to you.
Jason's gonna propose tonight.
But the life they always dreamed of...
Will you marry me?
Yes. I have everything that I want.
...is suddenly shattered.
Jason, look out!
This week on General Hospital.
Carly! Jason!
A tragic accident.
Is he okay?
We're gonna know more when we get the test results.
Oh, no.
A shocking discovery.
Tests indicate a trace of something non-organic in your frontal lobe. What does that mean? You can't live with a ticking bomb in your brain.
A family searches for answers.
What are we dealing with? I'm not sure what it is yet. MRI? We can't see anything else.
Can you try?
Now it will take a medical miracle.
It's gonna be a little tricky.
To save Jason's life.
God, I can't lose him.
Hurry up and come back to me, okay?
But is it too late?
Get a doctor! Jason.
General Hospital, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
I love you. Whether you think so or not, nothing's more important than that. I think you've been through a whole series of things. Too much has happened, you know? Too much pain, too much frustration, too many changes. You lost your privacy. You have to depend on my family. And because we can't make love for a little while, not forever, I don't believe it's forever, I know it's not. You're afraid we'll never feel close again. And you're also afraid that the baby's gonna somehow come between us, or maybe that you can't be the kind of father you'd like to be. But all those are real problems, honey. And because they're real, we can solve them given time. It's the problems you're making up in your head I don't understand. Jack, I'm sorry if you think I've been too friendly with Alex. I've had men friends all my life, you know that. I'm a fairly demonstrative person. You know that, too. And I think you also know that what you saw in the kitchen was an exchange of concern about you by two people who love you. And a gesture of comfort from Alex.
Mary? You don't understand what's happening.
I don't understand what you think is happening, honey.
Nothing. I know you're unhappy. I know I'm miserable. And I know the reason is I haven't been able to handle everything that's happened to us in a way that's comfortable for you. I'm not the person you should be married to. I can't change. I've gone as far as I can go. Now, I know you won't give up. You'll never give up. So, if we're gonna get out of this, I gotta make it happen. And that's what I'm gonna do.
I love you. I'm not gonna leave you. You can't make me leave you. And I'm not gonna let you leave me.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity.